If you were stuck in the last movie you watched, how bad would it be? I just watched that Leave the World Behind, so I guess I'd be stuck in a flash house in the country. No one knows or figures out what's happening for the entire duration of my stay. But I guess there would be endless dialogue to figure out why I'm insufferable and loud noses. I'd pretty much get drunk and go and try and hang out with Kevin Bacon. It would be an alternate universe where the Beatles never existed and only one guy remembered them from the other universe, playing their music off as his. So that would suck. Plus a lot of musicians that were inspired by them, and those they inspired, etc., wouldn't be around. Popular music would be fundamentally different. Star Trek First Contact, HMN, depending on whether I'm on Earth or the Enterprise, I guess. On Earth, I'd just be downing shots in the bar, enjoying the throwback fashion. On the Enterprise, it'd be a disaster. Jean-Luc is going through major PTSD. I'm also afflicted with that. It'd be like gasoline on a fire, haha. Hard ticket to Hawaii. So, every woman randomly taking their clothes off for no reason. Rocket launchers of varying explosive strength. And a cancer-ridden snake. I mean, even as an extra I'm in Hawaii surrounded by naked women. So not so bad, I guess. Family Man with Nicolas Cage. So everything is fine. Plus, if I got to the USA and understood English, it would be a big plus, and Joe from the fact that I know English at the level of a native speaker. I randomly watched Homeward Bound: The Incredible Journey last night. I wouldn't mind the whole being out in the wilderness with limited human interaction part. I'm not a big fan of being chased by a mountain lion though. A white settler in the middle of Lakota land somewhere in South Dakota. It depends honestly. They either leave me alone, or I'd end up with several arrows through my chest if they didn't like me enough. Rocky 3 time to find out what happens to Clubber Lang Mr. T after being defeated by Rocky Balboa. He was ranked number 1. Had never been defeated. Maybe he had his own comeback struggle. Just watch Requiem for a Dream. So I may get addicted to heroin and have my arm amputated. I may fuck Jennifer Connelly. Or I may hang out with Keith David. A lot going on there. A living nightmare. The Grudge from Ghost House, sure. Kinda cool to be in 2000s Japan. But that gets utterly ruined once that Grudge goes haunting anyone and everyone it scars. I'd likely be at least the 3rd smartest person in the world. So there's that. As long as we don't run out of French fries and burrito coverings, I think we'll be okay. Well, fuck. It was the Forbidden Planet, so either I'm one of the poor fucks who get killed by the ID monster, or I'm blown up with Morbius at the end. I can't win. I rewatched Sleepy Hollow today. I suppose I know the solution to the problem, so I might do alright. Plus, I wouldn't immediately be a target of the Skull's holder. I'm in the southern US during the Civil War, and Yankees have stolen my locomotive, and my girlfriend and her family think I'm a coward. Not a great week, like probably half the people commenting. I'm likely fucked because even if I'm not on Arrakis, the galaxy is soon to become a bad place too. The Anon Freeman, not bad at all. It takes place in the city I live in, and the guy seems to only hurt people who are trying to stop him. So I'm good. It was The Hunted. It would be pretty lonely with a big ass, scary, hairy, smooth-talking spider that has lips and eats chocolate spread. So not good. Spaceman. I'd suffer from the plight of dust storms and eating nothing but corn. But if I'm born late enough, I will make it to a space station near Saturn. I watched Rustin last night, so I'd be stuck in the 60s during the civil rights protests. But I'm a white guy, so I guess it wouldn't be so bad. Nightmare Alley. If I'm Bradley Cooper in the end of the movie, very bad. If I'm his girlfriend in the beginning of the movie, very good. Dungeons, Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I'm staying and there's nothing you can say to convince me to leave. Farron setting is awesome. Wonka. Basically the same world as now, rich being pricks, poor being exploited. Yada yada yada, but with better chocolates I guess. I'd be stuck in India watching Chris Hemsworth and his military crew blow up the bridge I need to cross to get to work. So not great. The Good Shepherd, starring Matt Damon as an all-CIA counterintelligence officer. I was be enough to be a part of his circle. The Boy and the Heron. I'm Chinese, and that was WWI Japan, so bad. Real bad. Like there are textbooks about the war crimes bad. The Arrival, the Charlie Sheen one. Not the Amy Adams one. Haven't got to the end yet. Will let y'all know, ain't looking great. I'm now stuck in Kimmy Schmidt versus the Reverend. Just waiting for someone to make a goddamn choice about what I should do. Last thing I watched was Oppenheimer. I'd absolutely fucking hate to live back then. Sounds awful for so many reasons. Godzilla 2014. And not in Japan, Honolulu, Vegas, or San Francisco. I think I'm good, but probably glued to the news. I'd be fine. I'd get to celebrate Christmas with a bunch of Muppets. Yeah, I haven't watched a movie since Christmas. I forgot about which movie I last watched. At the last show was Hazbin Hotel, in which case I'm royally fucked. I'm a pirate arg. Nothing was really on TV, so I just put it on the third Pirates of the Caribbean movie, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Depends on where or who I am. Hopefully. I'm a student at Marshall College. Mine is the greatest night in pop, so I guess I'd make sure to bring an autograph book and disposable camera. Look, if I see John Wick, I'ma be friendly and walk away. I ain't see nothing, and I'm switching on everyone. Currently watching Jurassic World. Would probably get injured by the pteranodons, but would probably be okay. Watching the original Jumanji right now. As long as I'm not the one playing the game, I should be fine. Lol. Tomorrow Never Dies. As long as Bond stops WW3, like how the movie unfolds. I'm back in the regular 90s, baby. Dude. If I were stuck in the last movie I watched, it would be gnarly, lots of explosions and car chases. Oppenheimer. Average poor person. Unless I keep my degree, then I'd be rather useful for the Cold War. Well, I guess I gotta remember Welcome to Good Burger. Home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order? Just watch Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I'll probably be trying to avoid to some pesky vogans. I die in the heat of a ruckus. Great. It's not like I moved to Canada to escape the Indian heat. Just watch Fight Club tonight. Not sure, depends on if I were into Fight Club or a square. Stuck in a town with a miner at only kills during Valentine's Day sounds pretty romantic to me. I just watched A Fish Called Wanda. So 1988 London. Still in the Thatcher years, so. Not great. Pretty fucked as I turned it off after 23 minutes because I realized I actually hate The Rock. Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest. I guess it depends on if I'm a pirate or not. Pretty bad. I'm not on the level of Hugh Glass. Although I'm not a shit stain neither. Fits. I'm running the first pregnant woman in 18 some years to the Human Project. So not great. I'd be in a Victorian London in the middle of a passionate lesbian relationship. Lovely. I'm not highborn, so I would be alright stuck in Saltburn. Might be bored to death though. Thanksgiving, I'd probably be fine since I wouldn't be likely to be one of the targets. Dread, so I'm probably just out there in Megacity 1 somewhere. It's not great. She's the man with Amanda Bynes and Channing Tatum. How I would fare in that school. I would love to live in Middle Earth. I'm very okay with that. I mean that of Valena. I literally just finished watching Jumanji Sue. And Doom Part 2 before that. Just watched Napoleon. I'd be cannon fodder or die from the consumption or something. Jack Burton is gonna save me in San Francisco. Eventually, everything will be fine. Not bad, unless the cocaine there finds me and mauls me to death. Then it's a bit bad. I just watched Dune Part 1. So I suppose it just depends which house I belong to. Singing, dancing, and eating chocolates that bestow the ability of bad. Last one I watched was Pirates of the Caribbean. The second one. I forgot what it was. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. As long as I'm not Ezra Miller, I'm fine. Mad God, I'm screwed. Food for something else if I'm lucky. If I'm not, Blues Brothers. I'm all for it. Great music and a lot of unnecessary destruction. I think it would be a great time. Last movie I watched was Smokey and the Bandit. Since the last movie I saw was The Boy and the Heron, it would be totally surreal. The Emperor's New Groove. Kronk is F&B terrible really. The Equalizer. I just pray to God I'm not one of the guys to piss off Denzel. I don't watch movies but I binge SVU. I guess it depends which character I am. Saltburn, am I the main character doing all the things? Or a side character? Fury. 2. World War. I'm very thankful I don't have to fight a war. So far, well. Guess I'm stuck in a porno full of thick Asian MILFs. I can dig it. Why the fuck did I watch Pacific Rim this morning? Stupid, stupid, stupid. Godzilla vs. Megalon. Guess there are worse Godzilla movies to be stuck in. HMMM. Not sure, as I watch Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End. HMM. Depends on what side of the bars I'd be on. Movie The Green Mile. It'd be a constant Christmas musical with Ryan Reynolds and Will Ferrell. Poor things. HMN. I suppose I might get laid. Or turned into a chimera. Shrek. I think I'm chillin'. In fact, I think my dreams have come true. Leave the world behind. I think I would be a goner really quickly. Pretty bad considering I'd have to go through the mines of Moria. Kickers. I'm hardly a protagonist. Or a random cosplayer. Silence of the Lambs. Would probably get skinned by Buffalo Bill. Terrible. The Dark Side of the Moon. Be movie copycat of Alien. If I get Lindsay Lohan's luck, my life would turn around. Everything Everywhere All at Once. It sounds like a good time. I just finished watching a weird film called Yakuza Apocalypse. It ended up bad for Japan, being around a lot of brainy folks.